Baby, this is how we roll. Oh, we hanging around, singing about everything on the radio. Heathens! Oh man, it's your guy Sky, back with another one. No, we going crazy, but we got another one. Might as well be in there. Back with another one, man. Look, as you see on the title of the video, we did a record 32,000 last month in our 11th month of business. Extremely excited for what's to come. We're going into our second year. Not quite yet, can't wait for the 1 year anniversary. Going into recession, it's gonna be some of the hardest years of the business, especially for newer businesses. June was great. Across the junk removal industry, it's almost seemed like it's tapered off ever since 4th of July weekend. From what I'm understanding, obviously some more established businesses are not having the issues that a lot of us newer businesses are having. But this is where your character shines through as an owner. What are you gonna do to compete? You ready to compete? You ready to struggle a little bit? You ready to stress out a little bit? You ready to stress out a little bit? Get a little feeling right here when your money ain't coming in, when your money running low, when you gotta fire people. Had to fire somebody the other day. It happens. I hate to see it happen, but you gotta do it. We get into it. Oh, man, you said you got the hater blockers on the day. You looking like some money. You look like some money. Let me get a little something. Mind your business. We are on the job right now for a realtor. About 40 minutes away from our home base. So we're knocking this out for probably about a 3-4 slow. Got one more job on the schedule for today. And then got a couple other things in store you guys are going to see very, very soon. Can't say anything yet. We're gonna kind of see what we go through today. I'm gonna touch on later how we got to 32,000 in our 11th month. We're gonna do it again, smashed our goal. So excited for what's to come. Ready to get down and get our hands dirty a little bit and get to it. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Got the got the new pants tapered. We don't like big fat boot cut pants. We got the Let's go. Big Bertha.
Should we use a dolly?
Would normal people use dollars? You tell me. Would normal people use dollars for this size fridge?
Yeah.
I'm sure they would. We have 2 out there in the truck. No dolly today. Understand?
We are using one.
No dolly today. Do you want to use a dolly? Are you the queen bee?
Yes.
Then I'll go get the dolly.
Leave it down there.
So do we need the dolly?
Yes.
Yeah, I got you.
You think I want to carry it all the way out there?
Well, honey, it's got wheels on it, you understand?
Well, then let's just take it off the thing and just...
No dolly?
No.
All right. I like the teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Come on.
Okay. I'm sorry. I might be wasting time. Let me get this out the way. Now, remember what we always say. Let me see what I can do. You always want to be serious while you're doing heavy lifting. When you go over, swing around that way behind it. All right. So I'm gonna lift. Just gonna lean it towards me. I'm gonna get this side off. Tilt it down. Lean it. Not going that way, but out the front door. Wheels on this are really good, so might as well utilize it. These are plastic wheels on here. This is not scratching the floor. Before I have you keyboard warriors.
You're going to have to take the door off. It's not going.
Told y'all she's a brute.
I'm from Knoxville, Tennessee, where niggas like to ball. And when we ain't got shit to do, we go shop at the mall. And bitch, I been too cool for school, I stayed in the hall. And when it's time to move to 2, I stay.
We did have permission from the property manager to roll that across these floors to get them refinished. It didn't mess the floors up, so usually we would just put it on a truck dolly or a furniture dolly and go, but that wasn't necessary. That's all she wrote on that job, Air Boss. That's all she wrote on that job, Air Boss. Yes, sir. Lock her up. Lock her up. Key stuck. Key stuck. Let's see how this goes. Let me see. Excuse me. The key is stuck. Okay, let me just make sure that goes in there.
You're irritating. I didn't know it was supposed to turn like that.
That's what I'm here for, babe. Teamwork makes the dream work. All the employees off today. All right, let's talk about this $32,000 month and how we did it. So we caught wind at the end of May. May was a massive month for us as well. We did 31K, but the thing about May is we had that $15,000 order job. So that contributed to over half, almost half the revenue. So it still accounted for the other 16, 17K, which was also a fire month for us. You know what I mean? But this past month we had just over 45 jobs, and we were knocking them out. And it just turned into a great month. And we were closing. You know, I do have a high close ratio. I'm usually the one that answers the phone most of the time, but that's because I have sales experience. I'm not saying I'm the best closer ever, but you better be pretty good to stack up against me. That's all I'm saying. What we did just as many we did quite a bit of demolition jobs. Shed removals was the main thing. I would say we probably did at least 8 shed removals last month, averaging anywhere from $1,500 to $3,000. You got to think we did 8, and we're averaging $1,800. You know, that accounts for somewhere around 14 to 15 grand worth of demolition. I think we did more around 12,000 in demolition. But you know, the other 20K is in junk removals. So we tweaked our Google ads just a little bit. We talked to our marketing team, not much, and it was just rocking and rolling. We did do some big jobs, 3 or 4 jobs that were over $3,000 jobs. We don't usually get quite that many, you know, in our first year and everything, but we had 3 or 4 that was over $3,000 or $4,000, and that contributed a lot. We picked up another contract for a commercial storage unit, another property manager, and you know, we did at least 2,000 to 3,000 in jobs for her, and that's what I'm always pushing towards in these videos. A lot of us talk about residential. Yes, residential is your bread and butter. That is what makes your return customers is what makes you grow. That is what, you know, is going to allow you to scale your business. It's going to allow you to get more brand awareness. People talk about you. But the commercial jobs, you want those. You want a lot of, as many commercial as you can get. Those jobs usually have a pattern, a certain amount of revenue that they're going to bring you each month. And the more you get, that's almost guaranteed revenue. Now, we haven't had a situation, knock on wood, where we've had issues with commercial because everything's up front. I don't do net 60s. There's no net 60s. Net 30 is the most we do. And on our invoice, we're using Jobber right now. It is amazing. We used a little bit of WorkEase in the past. WorkEase is cool, but they're doing a thing to where now they want you to pay up front a full year in advance. Jobber is just as every bit as good as WorkEase, if not better. It's tailored a lot towards junk removal, believe it or not. Lawn care, junk removal, power washing, those type of things, those service-based type of businesses. We're using Jobber, and on those invoices we make sure, you know, whether it's pay upon receipt or whether it's a net 30, net 15, whatever the case is, we make sure we fill out the vendor packet before we start. Learned early on, you better do that. Make sure if you need additional insured and all that stuff for your COI, you'll figure all that stuff out as you go. But you got to get those commercial contracts because that's guaranteed revenue. Yes, it may take you longer to get paid. You don't necessarily build your business off commercial contracts, but you can. You just need more capital up front because you have to wait on your money. But you need those. That's what separates you. Those are big banger jobs. You're going to have more big jobs than commercial. And these companies that have millions and millions of dollars don't care to pay you whatever you're charging. You can charge more because you're waiting on money. Commercial jobs is gonna feed you. You get to a point where you can have a whole dedicated truck for commercial jobs. As some of these cats out here with 3, 4, 5, 10 truck operations, they have dedicated trucks for commercial jobs. That is how you build your business. Residential and return customers, number 1. Commercial jobs, number 2. Almost just as important. So that contributed a big success to us getting to that 30K mark. This year we are pushing for big goals. I have big goals and aspirations. Got some things coming up, as I mentioned before. I'm excited for you guys to see. We'll see how it goes. Not 100% yet, but we'll see in the coming weeks. Kind of just to regroup on how we got to that point and how we plan to keep the momentum up, even though it's been slower, is focus on your close ratio, focus on getting those commercial accounts, and diversify yourself. If it's going slower than what you anticipate or what you would like, figure out how to make up for it. If you're just sitting back waiting on Google ads, maybe that's not working right now as well as it could for you in your area. Go do some guerrilla tactics. Get your hands dirty, as I like to say. Get out in the field. Go talk to some people. Figure it out. Get door to door hangers. Do whatever you got to do. So that's how we got to 32K. We plan to keep the momentum up. We're looking for bigger jobs. We're looking to diversify what we're doing. I have some things in mind that I would like to incorporate into the business as we get into the colder winter months. Obviously, that's 5 months away, but you want to plan. So that's kind of how we did it. We didn't have so many small bulk item pickups. We just really amped up on those demolition jobs. We closed on the big junk removal jobs. Can't really control how big the jobs are. You can work with your marketing team on what you want to put your money into for the Google ads. But yeah, stayed on it and plan on going forward. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Obviously like the video if you stayed and watched, and subscribe because I'm gonna pop up on your timeline. You'll probably watch the next video. I appreciate every single one of you. Comment below what you think. Happy to be where we're at in 11 months, going into a 1-year anniversary. Got to keep the momentum up. I've been seeing a lot of companies drop like flies. When the pressure's on, that's when the diamonds are made. When the pressure is on, that's when diamonds are made. You ready to compete? I want everybody to eat. But if you get in our way, I got to smash you. It's all friendly love, but